Well. 14-2. Yes, I completed the Monday night sweep. I finished with a 14-2 record in week 2. Of course, the Jaguars and the Texans had to ruin a perfect sweep. But regardless, I am very proud and very happy with that result. I do think 14-2 is the best I've ever done since doing these videos. Oops, sorry. I'm recording on my iPhone because my laptop is just dead. It's gone. I have to get a new one. So, apologies for the quality. But to get back to the topic here, yes, I went 14-2. I know I just said that 5 times already, but I went 14-2 in NFL picks. I'm so happy. I just hope, I pray to God that week 3 is not a disaster, because I could easily seeing me having, the best week I've ever had, and then right after that, just the worst week ever. So, we'll see. Hopefully we can keep the momentum going into week 3. If you want to skip me talking and all my opinions, because this is going to be a longish video than normal, just because I've been having problems breathing. Not breathing. I don't have any lung problems, but just speaking has been hard for me today. Don't know why, but I feel like it takes a lot more work for me to get air today. I don't know, maybe it's something I ate. But if you want to skip all the talking and stuff, I'll have all my picks in the description below, as I always do. But I specifically wanted just to say that in the beginning because it is going to be a longer video. So yeah, picks are in the description. Yeah. I hate when people do that. They're talking, right? They're talking and they're fumbling over their words, and then you're like, and like, oh, sorry. That's so annoying. Yeah, I get it. Sometimes it's hard to talk. Sometimes we fumble over our words, but all that extra stuff, like, do all that stuff, and then, I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. Anyway, back to the topic. Let's start week 3. Here are my NFL picks. Thursday night football. We have the Giants facing the Niners in San Francisco. Easy, I have the Niners winning this game. The Giants, listen, they just haven't shown me, I know it's only 2 weeks, but they haven't shown me that they can put up points against a good team. The Cowboys, you can't even get a field goal. And the Cardinals, listen, you're supposed to beat the Cardinals. The fact that you were down by 3 touchdowns at one point was just such a red flag. And listen, they're not going to have Saquon Barkley. They're in San Francisco. The Niners have probably, I don't want to say better than, they don't have a better defense than the Cowboys, but it's as good. So I just don't trust the Giants here. I'm sorry, even the Niners to win this game. If it was any other team, maybe if it was like the Lions or the Vikings, maybe I would give them a chance, but it's the Giants. I can't trust Jones. Falcons versus Lions. I have the Lions winning this game. It's interesting because the Falcons, they're not a terrible team. They are not they're 2-0. They have weapons on the offense. That's apparent. Drake London, Kyle Pitts, Bijan Robinson looks like he's one of the better running backs in the league. Defense is pretty solid. But then again, you have the Lions, who we all know the Lions are significantly better. They just lost against the Seahawks in a tough game. A game they should have won. Give me the Lions to win this game. Next, Chargers at Vikings. Listen, I won't waste your time. I'll just go ahead and say it. I do not like this Los Angeles Chargers team. And I've said this in my last 2 videos. I'm not a fan. Any chance I get to pick against them, I will. So this is a prime opportunity. Chargers at Vikings. Give me the Vikings to win at home. Both teams have their glaring issues. I don't like the Vikings either. I think they just turn the ball over too much. But like I said, my hate for the Chargers is just too much. I'm sorry. Give me the Vikings to win this game. Next up, Saints versus Packers. Very interesting game. You have the Packers, who had a lot of injuries last week, made a lot of mistakes and lost to the Falcons. And now you have them coming back home in their home opener, Jordan Love's first home game as a starter. The Saints, though. Listen, I know that offense isn't where it needs to be, but that defense, trust me, man, that defense is elite. Give me the Saints to win this game in an upset. My first upset? Yeah, my first upset. Texans versus Jaguars. Jaguars are not losing against the Texans, at least not this early in the season. I do think at some point the Texans are going to win a game or two and upset some folks. But it's only week 3. Give me the Jaguars to win this game. Broncos versus Dolphins. I have the Broncos winning this game. I'm sorry. I'm so biased. I know it's terrible. The Broncos are off to a really, really bad start. They lose 2 games that they should have won. I mean, we're talking about the Raiders and the Commanders. These are not good playoff teams. They easily should have won those 2 games, but they didn't. It's so weird because the defense, Russell Wilson didn't play that bad last week. They were up 21-3 at one point. Their offense was humming. The defense, though, I don't know. They're supposed to have a really good defense. Lots of question marks with this Broncos team. The Dolphins, man, I love the Dolphins. I think I have them winning the whole AFC this year, finishing with the best record, but I don't know. It feels like this is the Broncos season. It feels like if they don't win this game or even come close, that it's pretty much over for them. So give me the Broncos to win this game. Next up, Titans versus Browns. Interesting game. Titans usually always keep games close. The Browns, though, I'm going to rely on their defense and that O-line. I think that's what carries them to victory in this week. So give me the Broncos, or not Broncos. Give me the Browns to win this game against the Titans at home. Bills versus Commanders. I also think the Bills are frauds. Don't get me wrong. And I cannot breathe today. Commanders off to a hot start, man. They're 2-0. Can they go 3-0? That's the big question. And I think they do. I think the Commanders upset the Bills here in Washington. It's going to be crazy. It's a sold-out crowd. The Bills are frauds. Josh Allen, he's talented, but he makes too many mistakes. I think that Commanders defense is good enough to turn the ball over. And somehow, he's unpredictable. I don't think teams have figured him out quite yet. So give me the Commanders to win this game. Colts versus Ravens. Not sure if Anthony Richardson is playing, even if he is playing. Even if he is playing, I have the Ravens winning this game in Baltimore. Patriots versus Jets. I'm just going to fly through these, honestly. I do not feel good. Patriots versus Jets. Give me the Patriots to win this game. Panthers versus Seahawks. I will say this about the Panthers. They have no offense whatsoever. I was watching that Monday night game. It was just so hard to watch because they have no weapons. You have to feel bad for Bryce Young. He's working with Adam Thielen as his best receiver, and then Miles Sanders as his best running back. They're all role players. Like, you got to feel bad for this kid. This offense is not putting up any points against any team. It's just so bad. It's so depressing to watch. Give me the Seahawks to win this game. I will say if the Seahawks lose this game, their season is over. Honestly. You have no business losing to the tanking Panthers at home. That would be terrible. Next up, Bears versus Chiefs. God, it's too easy, man. It's too easy. Chiefs are winning this game. I will be shocked if the Bears win it. Justin Fields seems like he's regressing. I still like him, though. I think he has potential, but he's just not playing good football. Cowboys versus Cardinals. Listen, I wouldn't be surprised if the Cardinals keep it close. But that Cowboys defense, I'm telling you, they are on something else. That's the best. Obviously, it's the best defense in football. Can it be historically good, though? Can it be historically great? That's the real question. And I think it can be. So, yeah, the Cowboys are winning this game. Come on, who are we kidding? Steelers versus Raiders. All right, here we go into my 3 crazy picks. You guys are going to call me crazy. Steelers versus Raiders on Sunday Night Football. I have the Raiders to upset the Steelers here. I was watching that Steelers game, and they didn't. Their offense looked horrific. Like, come on. Besides that 70-yard fluke of a touchdown by George Pickens, their offense didn't win this game. It was obviously their defense had two turnovers, 2 touchdowns, which their defense outscored their offense. That is a red flag. When your defense is putting up more points than your offense, you don't deserve to win games. You don't deserve to win games. So give me the Raiders here to upset the Steelers at home. I don't trust the Raiders really. I think they're just pretty much playing for the heck of it, you know. And listen, the Raiders are too dumb to know who they are, you know. Like, they're just gonna go out there and ball. And the Steelers have pressure to win games. Offense is just depressing. Give me the Raiders to upset here on Sunday Night Football. All right, Monday night doubleheader. Another doubleheader. We're going back to back with these. What's going on in the NFL? Eagles versus Buccaneers. At home and Tampa Bay. This Bucs team is pretty good, guys. I'm telling you, their defense is solid. Mayfield is distributing the ball to his weapons. They have running backs. Mike Evans is playing great football. Don't sleep on this Buccaneers team. You know, and the Eagles, yeah, they just went to the Super Bowl, but I've watched their first 2 games. They do not look that good. They barely escaped the Patriots, which we just saw the Patriots get whooped by the Dolphins. Barely escaped the Patriots. And then they had to rely on Minnesota turning the ball over, 6 times in one half, just to beat the Vikings by 6 points? By 6 points? Minnesota turned over the ball 6 times, and the Eagles only won by 6 points. That math doesn't add up. And I don't know what it is, honestly. Their defense is not that good. You know, they open up, they leave a lot of holes in their passing defense. And the offense is it's getting the job done, but this Eagles team just feels off to me. I don't know what it is. Give me the Bucs here to upset the Eagles. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. Lots of upsets this week. Last game, the Rams versus Bengals. I told you guys from the beginning, the Bengals are going to have a down year. It's not going to be a good year for the Bengals at all. Joe Burrow is probably going to be out. The Rams are playing to win. They're playing to prove something. You know, everyone thinks the Rams are going to have another down year. No one believes in them. And I think that's fueling them. Matthew Stafford, people are saying he's washed, that he needs to be traded, he needs to retire. I'm sure that's motivating him as well. They have great young players on their team. Give me the Rams to upset the Bengals here. That seems like a pretty easy pick to me. But yeah, those are my week 3 picks. Like I said, I am 22-10 on the season. Hopefully, listen, for week 3, I'm not expecting 14-2. I'll be happy with anything over 500. So those are my week 3 picks. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next week. Bye.